Indian destination wedding in Italy. Do you need a planner or can you do it by yourself? Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Svetlana from Best Indian Weddings Italy, the first and only wedding planning agency in Italy specialized in Indian weddings. Every day I help Indian brides and grooms-to-be realize their authentic Indian celebrations in the most beautiful country in the world. I'm running this series of videos called SOS Indian Weddings in Italy with useful tips and advice that you won't find anywhere else. And if you're looking to host your Indian destination wedding in Italy, then please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell to always keep updated with the new videos every week. The topic of this week is Indian destination wedding in Italy. Do you need a planner or can you do it by yourself? I've decided to talk about such a delicate topic today. But I don't want you to think that it's my own interest to promote myself and to say that without a planner you can't organize your Indian wedding in Italy. Instead, I want to analyze in details all the possible scenarios so that you can decide for yourselves what is the best solution for you. Because there isn't a generic answer for everyone, for all the couples. Every wedding is different and every couple has different needs. So let's see together how to make a decision about whether to hire a wedding planner or not. First of all, it's important to understand your expectations for the wedding. Do you remember about the list of your priorities I told in some previous videos? Exactly, that can help you even with a decision about the need of a wedding planner. Whether you're planning a small or a large event, if your main priority is enjoying only the fun part of the wedding preparations, such as choosing your outfits, your decor, your music playlist, while you don't want to be in charge for the most overwhelming part of the planning, such as timelines, suppliers' contacts, guest travel and accommodation, budget management, and so on, then you absolutely need someone who would take the stressful job from you. If you're always busy with work and maybe have to drive for 1 hour or so back home every day, if you don't even have time to go out with your friends or just to walk in the park to relax and recharge your internal batteries, then adding all the stress of the do-it-yourself wedding planning could be truly exhausting. On the other hand, if you don't have any of the just mentioned problems and are absolutely comfortable with dealing with all the checklists, spending time on the researches, sending hundreds of emails and attentively going through all the feedback you receive, then you could absolutely go ahead on your own. However, I want to point out this aspect. You could be the most organized person and with a lot of time to dedicate to the planning. But if on the day of your wedding you just want to relax instead of discussing last-minute things with your vendors, or if you want to get ready without having to sort out your suppliers not being on time, then you must ask yourself if you truly want to miss on the excitement of the most important day in your life. It's fine to always have the full control of everything, but sometimes it could make sense to delegate even a small part of the planning to someone else, and that will allow you to remember your wedding as an emotional event and not as a stressful one. Another decisive aspect is the number of your events and their timing. If you're planning a wedding with 100 to 150 people, but have just a couple of events and also one event per day which doesn't start early in the morning, then why not? You don't have to rush and can sort everything out on your own with the help of your family members. Sometimes instead couples plan 2 to 3 events per day, one after the other, with different setups, sometimes even at different venues. There is timing to respect, food to provide. Everything must be perfectly on schedule to make sure the events don't overlap. In such a situation, it's crucial to have a team on site to perfectly coordinate the unfolding of the events, as you would hardly be able to make it on your own. It could even be a day coordinator. It doesn't have to be a planner, because you could have perfectly planned everything on your own and just need someone to execute the very last part of your job. In fact, the choice isn't always between wedding planner yes, wedding planner no. There is also the third option, the one of the day coordinator. This person would coordinate your wedding day, as you can understand from the name, while all the previous planning would be done by you. With this option, you would have the peace of mind during your celebration and will enjoy your dearest ones, while your coordinator will make sure that everything goes according to your schedules. Of course, the solution of a wedding coordinator makes sense when you are sure you can plan your wedding on your own in the correct way and without overlooking any important aspect. Because the wedding coordinator won't correct your mistakes if there are any, and won't make any decision for you. He or she will execute what you have prepared and decide it without going into the matter if you have done it correctly or not. Especially speaking about Indian destination weddings that Italian coordinators aren't used to deal with, it's crucial that you plan everything perfectly so that even a person who is new to this kind of event will be able to execute the job as you expect it to be. If you aren't new here, you already know that I have created a unique video course for Indian couples looking to get married in Italy. This digital program, the only one in existence, guides you step by step through the planning process of an Indian wedding in Italy, gives you all the necessary tools to keep you organized, and makes sure you don't make any mistake nor get scammed by venues or suppliers who want to take advantage of you. And if you're considering a do-it-yourself Indian wedding in Italy, this is exactly what you need to avoid making costly mistakes or wrong choices. Please go to the dedicated page to find out more about this unique video course on how to plan your Indian wedding in Italy on your own. It's truly a small investment that can truly make the fate of your Indian wedding in Italy if you decide to do it yourself. But let's say you decide on having a wedding planner. Maybe because you think it's not safe to plan an Indian destination wedding on your own, or just because you don't have time or don't want to stress yourself out. Oftentimes, couples don't even consider a do-it-yourself planning and prefer to hire a professional who will deliver the wedding of their dreams just as they imagine it to be. In this case, what do you have to pay your attention to? I won't never be tired of stressing that Indian weddings are different from other weddings, and it's important that you always keep it in mind. Unfortunately, for many Italian planners, the only difference is made by the color of your wedding outfits. Many of them have never dealt with Indian weddings before. Some others did, but maybe just once or twice. And they didn't go deeply in the details of the intricate rules of Indian marriages, but just limited themselves to adapt an Indian event to what they usually do. They are generic wedding planners dealing with the couples of all the nationalities. And it's important that you attentively evaluate to whom and trust your Indian destination wedding. Things that may seem obvious to you aren't obvious at all. Don't take anything for granted, never, especially in Italy. So when you start looking for a wedding planner in Italy, not only do you have to check if they have done Indian weddings before, but also how long ago, and especially what exactly did they organize for these couples. Consider that you may see that even if the bride and groom were of Indian origins, they only had a white dress ceremony and the reception organized, so nothing different from a standard European wedding, even if it may be advertised as an Indian wedding. Sometimes it may look like a proper Indian marriage, but if you look attentively, you see that they didn't have Indian food, for example, or any of the pre-wedding events or something like that. In this case, it's important that you put down the list of the events you would like to hold in Italy, write aside what exactly you would need for those events and how do you envision them to be. After that, you have to set a call with the wedding planners you have selected and try to understand how experienced they are with these events and if they are able to deliver them in an authentic way. Another aspect to consider is the number of events a planner organizes each year. You will surely find agencies which have done many Indian weddings before, and they may look very professional. You go through Indian weddings organized by those agencies and they look authentic to you, so potentially you have the right planner for you. But before confirming with those agencies, check how many couples they deal with every season. Because a planner could be experienced, but if they deal with 40, 50 or more couples each year, you will hardly have the attention your wedding deserves. In many cases, couples are proposed preset packages with just a small personalization allowed and a limited number of phone calls included. Again, it depends on the size and complexity of your event, on what you expect from your wedding planner, and maybe you could be absolutely fine with all of the above. At the end, the choice will always be yours. I have always introduced my agency, Best Indian Weddings Italy, as the only agency in Italy that plans only Indian weddings. We organize a limited number of events each year to be able to dedicate enough time to each couple. However, it doesn't mean that we are the best choice for you. Like with all the previously mentioned planners, it's important to set a call also with myself to understand if we can collaborate on your wedding. And maybe after this call, you would find out that a different planner would work better for the type of the event you have in mind. And if you want to clear your mind about that, just click on the link below and set a call from our Start Here page. That's all for today. Thank you for watching this video that I hope can truly help you with planning your amazing Indian wedding in Italy. If you haven't done it yet, please subscribe to my channel, follow Best Indian Weddings Italy on Facebook and Instagram, comment in the post and I will be happy to answer. See you next week!